Well, here we
We're
are.
live. All
Everybody,
right, hello and
here.
welcome everybody. Welcome to Grace on the Road. We are here in Arizona at QuiltCon, which is so exciting. It started just an hour ago, and as you can see, it is crazy, crazy busy. So it's a lot of fun. We're super excited to walk you around our quilts. We're going to start with our quilts. We'll talk to a few vendors, and then of course we'll stop at our Grace booth and talk to our employees that are there currently. So we'll go ahead and jump right in and get started.
Let's give
I
her a
wanted to
heads up
start
and
up
tell her we'll
here
do
at some of
some
our
good mornings and
quilts.
some welcomes.
I can't hear you.
Oh, we have some welcomes.
Oh.
So what we're going to do is,
You're gonna have to talk
Janessa,
kinda loud.
thanks. I'm here from the Grace Company live in Salt Lake City. Janessa is there in Phoenix, Arizona, wondering at QuiltCon. Really quick, Janessa, if you're okay, I just wanted to reach out and do some welcomes. We have a lot of people as they come on and they're starting to stream, so I just wanted to recognize a few different names on there. Thank you very much, Marilyn Smith. Good morning from Southern California. I'm guessing the weather is beautiful out there, nice, warm, and a wonderful place to be. So welcome and thanks for joining us this morning. We have several other people. Here's a Roxanne Sexton. Hi, everybody from Kansas. We're really excited to have her with us today as well. Another one here is Lori W. Good morning from Lori. Carolyn Robinson from Hercules, California. Eileen Berg is joining us from Idaho. Marilyn Smith is joining us. She says she is anxiously waiting. We are now live, Marilyn, so I'm glad that you've been able to join us. Here's another e-pool. And again, with Janessa here, really, this is going to be Janessa's show, so I'm going to turn the time back over to her as she shares with us what is QuiltCon. I'll be back in periodically to help make sure I'm relaying some questions from everybody else as we're doing so. So with that, Janessa, I'm turning it back over to you, and we're excited to see everything that you have for us, and go right ahead. We're excited to see what you're going to share with us here from QuiltCon.
All right, so Nathan, are we good to take people through some quilts?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
We're good to
We'll
go.
jump right in. Okay, so what is really cool about the QuiltCon here in Arizona is it is a modern quilt show. So all of the quilts we're going to see are really unique, really different. It's really cool to see different people's perspectives. This one right here has won an award, the Quilting Excellence. So this is called the Jinx. It is by Danielle Robbins. And this quilt is named after her cat. It took quite a liking to it when they were working, when it was being hand quilted. This was her first original design and pattern and the second hand quilted quilt. She fell in love with the technique and chose to do a very simple piecing to highlight it. She used DMC embroidery floss, 6 strands for the main lines and 3 for the background. So I really love that. So we'll keep on walking over here and we'll just jump right into, I don't even know where to start. You can see all the way from here all the way to that wall and then to the right over to the other wall. It's just quilts and they are just absolutely gorgeous. So let's walk right up here. So these are 2 quilts that were made by Latifa Safir. I hope I said that correct. So her combined training as an engineer with her lifelong passion for sewing, Latifa creates designs that are graphic and contemporary, featuring challenging techniques with meticulous attention to detail. And I can definitely agree with that. I love this one. It's made with different denim and jeans, and there is a ton of detail that is just absolutely stunning. And then here's another one of hers. It's called Convergence. So she, having put the bias on the binding on the rounded corners, making her first quilt, she learned 2 things. So one, that bias tape is really easy to make, and 2, that the properties of bias are really intriguing to this engineer brain. So again, I think this quilt really lends to her engineering skills. And again, I love, love, love just the simple pops of color with the kind of typography background. It's really stunning. We'll walk around the corner here. Again, all of these quilts were made by Latifa Safir. And I love the different variety that she has. And again, the quilting really helps the different, sometimes simple designs really pop, which I love.
Hi there.
Just gorgeous. Hello, and we have one of our QuiltCon volunteers. If you want to say hello.
Hi, I'm Loretta Lowe. I'm from Sacramento, California.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for all you're doing to help this beautiful quilt show happen.
It's my first QuiltCon, and I'm happy to be here.
Good. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll keep on walking. So we're going to walk on over here. Again, it's really busy. It opened just an hour ago, so it's popping. Oh, I really like this one here. So this was by Suzanne Woods. It's a marble baby quilt. And when she first founded sorry, I'm struggling to read this. When Suzanne first founded Imprint Stash Books, 2 of her early nooks were written by a friend of mine, Alyssa. She was working in Los Angeles as a customer in TV and film on a Marvel movie, actually, just like the theme of this quilt, and she helped finish. When Alyssa told me about the book publishing process, it turned out there was a place for her in that process as a technical editor. So this was just kind of inspired by her work background. I really like the different Marvel, and the quilting's really fun. It's got little comic bubbles, lightning flashes, all of that. Super fun. And here's another quilt done by Suzanne Woods. We'll just keep on walking. This was one that really stood out to me right when we walked in. So it says, there is more to life than books, but not much more. And I think because she really obviously has a lot of experience working in the book world, I love this one, especially as a former teacher. It means a lot to me. So beautiful job, Suzanne. Okay, we'll keep on wandering around. Excuse me, ladies. Another one by Suzanne. I really like this one because it kind of has some maybe more traditional looking fabrics, but a really modern quilting pattern and design. It's really beautiful. All right, we'll keep on walking. So Nathan, maybe you can ask, what types of quilts are people wanting to see? We can get some more kind of direction going there. Oh, I love this one. This is another by Latifa Sahir. I love the different variation in the fabrics. It really is making that pop. So just beautiful. And again, a pretty simple quilting design. We've got some variation with kind of some straight lines. Looks like some ruler work. Really, really beautiful. All right. I wanted to walk over to some of these over here that are really unique. I love this one. Really, really simple, but just stunning quilt. So this was, it's called Indigenous Quilt Makers, and it's a dress series. So this is by Margaret Wood. And this was inspired by a Crow woman's dress that was decorated only with bone pieces, which had been carved to look like elk's teeth. Only 2 teeth from an elk were suitable for decorative use, and a dress covered in elk's teeth reflected a husband's hunting skills. Some men carved teeth from bone for their wives. As manufactured cloth became available, women started substituting it for tanned hide, but continued to use the same decorative accents. So I really love that. Just a great story behind it. And again, these are more Indigenous quilt makers. I really like this one. It's Monument Valley, done by Margaret Wood. And I like the different fabrics that she chose to show the different texture in the rock, as really stunning quilting that show kind of the designs and smooth of the rock. And then as you look at the sky, it kind of looks like clouds and swirls. She even used a sparkly thread up here on top. That's really stunning. And here's another one in that series, again showing Monument Valley Landscape #1. So again, just really beautiful fabrics to kind of show the different dimension in the landscape. Okay, we're going to keep walking. So in this section, it's a different kind of category. So all of these are Indigenous quilt styles and inspired by that. Here to the left, we have kind of the African star, which is really beautiful. And we're going to keep walking and go to some of the other different series in the quilt show. As you can see, there are a lot of people. It's really busy, which is super fun to see.
Hey, Courtney, I'm going to have you pause Janessa for just a minute.
This is all minimalist designs and some different. Oh, we'll pause.
We have a question.
Okay, let's hear it.
And the question is for Janessa, because this is there's a lot going on here at the show, and there's a lot of quilts that are out there. The question I have is, as she was walking around, did she tend to gravitate to a specific place, or which one resonated most with her? And then Courtney,
With me? Oh man.
yeah, and then
I have to
a
pick
quick
just
question,
one.
Courtney, can you rotate the phone vertically by chance to give us a little bit of a wider shot is all?
Okay, unfortunately we have to keep it the direction it's going just with the gimbal that we're using currently. But I can tell you, I don't know how to pick just one quilt that I've really gravitated towards. I really liked that one when we first walked in, that there was more to life than books, but not much more. I loved that one. But I tend to gravitate towards more minimalist designs. So I really liked this series here. So we'll give you kind of a preview of some of those. This was one right when I walked in the door that I really noticed. Again, really simple quilting, pretty simple piecing, but the color choices together, it just really stood out to me. And I think this is one that I would love to do something similar to this using maybe our channel locks would make that really possible. This one to the right is really cool as well. It's well, not two, but kind of a little bit of an ombre look. Really simple coloring. But again, the thread choices and the quilting really help it stand out. Yeah, just gorgeous. All right, we'll keep moving along. So this next series is modern traditionalism. So these quilts must modernize a traditional block or quilt pattern with modern design elements. So this is one of the winners, and it was sponsored by String and Story. Oh, I love, love, love the color choices that they used on this one. So again, a pretty traditional block, but I like how there's different sizes in the squares and rectangles that really make it pop. Oh, I really like this one. This one, again, it's a traditional block that they've got a really nice spin on. The quilting is really cool because it's straight lines across using kind of like a plaid, different variations of plaid. But I really like, if you look up close, here in the middle section, they used, it looks like kind of hand quilting, some really thick thread. Really beautiful. All right, we'll keep moving. Excuse me, sorry. And here's some more in modern traditionalism. Oh, we could be here all day just looking at every single one of these. I wish we had the time.
Hi, how are you? Hi, nice to meet you. Hello.
Okay, and this next segment is improvisation. So quilts must be pieced without a defined pattern or template. Oh, I love this one. And I like how the really bright colors just really add to the dimension on this quilt. And again, these are some more of those improv quilts. Really unique. I mean, they truly are one of a kind. Oh, this one's really interesting. Let's look at this. So it looks like this one was done using a lot of hand stitching, and I like how there's kind of these loose thread pieces that add just an extra dimension to that. The fabric choices are really cool as well. It's kind of got like a gauze or a mesh overlay. All right. How are we doing on time? How many more quilts do you think we can look at, Nathan? What do you think?
I think we can keep on going for a few more minutes. We're excited. A lot of people are loving it and
perfect.
commenting on
so this
how
next
beautiful
one
these quilts
is
are.
American Patchwork and Quilting Hexagon Challenge. Am I good to go? Sorry, guys. Just so you're aware, we have to kind of relay information. So I hear things a few seconds later. So I apologize for, we got some fun technical challenges we're working through. So thanks for your patience. So this was a hexagon challenge. Eligible quilts must use a hexagon shape as a primary element in the design. A hexagon is defined as a six-sided polygon, and the total of internal angles of any simple hexagon is 720 degrees. So all of the ones in this series were all different hexagons. Oh, I love how the ribbon is even hexagons. That's cute. I didn't even notice that. And this was the first place winner for that one. It's really, really pretty. And then this is all our handwork series. So these were all, must include at least one element using hand piecing, embroidery, or quilting. And to me, it looks like this one was done. They've got some really nice handwork quilting on top. Awesome. And we'll just look at one more and then we'll hop into some of our vendors. So this one was piecing. So quilts must be machine pieced and reflect a strong or innovative use of piecing. So this is, oh my gosh, it's just a beautiful portrait. This quilt was done by, oh man, I'm going to slaughter saying this name. Verushka Zarate. Hey, thank you for your help. And this quilt is named Pride and Joy.
Oh.
What do you think of this quilt? We have a lovely spectator. What do you think?
Oh.
Yeah, you're on camera. You're famous.
No.
Yeah, so are you enjoying QuiltCon so far?
I am not a fan of modern quilts, but I am enjoying it. There
You're
are so
enjoying
many
it. Oh, good.
to appreciate.
There really are, and people's spin is just, it's incredible. So even if modern quilting isn't your thing, there's something for everyone, right?
Definitely. Yeah, and there are some I have thought, wow, I really like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're just impressed by all of them at the very least, right?
Yes,
Awesome.
definitely.
Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Enjoy the show, okay? Okay, we'll keep moving along. Oh, I wanted to stop over here and look at some of our vendors. So we have Moda Fabrics and Supplies, which is one of my personal favorites. They have some just beautiful, solid colors. I didn't have a chance to touch base with any of the other vendors to see if they're available to walk us through, and everybody's pretty busy, so hopefully we'll be able to stop a few vendors in their tracks so they can give us a brief explanation. This was one that I thought was really, really interesting, so I'm excited to see what they have to say. So this is called the Ruby Star Mart. Hi guys, we're doing a live for the Grace Company right now, and I was so intrigued by your booth. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys have going on over here?
Sure, we decided to create the supermarket of our dreams just for our own entertainment and to make everybody happy while they're here.
Oh, I love it. And so you guys obviously a lot of different fabrics. And
we're
prints.
Ruby Star Society. We create lots and lots of fabrics.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. And I heard you mention your guys' fabrics are all over the place.
They should be all over the show floor today. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, we'll definitely keep an eye out. But yeah, this really caught my attention. So
Yay.
Beautiful job, you guys. Thanks for
Thank
your time. Okay, we'll keep plugging along. Oh, I love these quilts here too, using obviously their fabrics. So much fun. I love all of these. Could take all of them home with me. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, and so a lot of those quilts that we saw were Latifa Safir. I was saying her name wrong earlier. I apologize. And it looks like she has a booth as well. So she's got a lot of different kind of rulers and patterns. Really, really cool. Oh, I really wanted to stop over here. This is Sotopia, which is actually a Utah local company, one of my personal favorites to get my fabrics from. Oh my gosh, and they are just bumping. But yeah, so they're located in Murray, Utah, and they have really interesting fabrics. They do a lot of classes, which is really cool. But yeah, you can see they have a ton of beautiful piece quilts and just really unique fabrics, which are really, really fun. Yeah, I'd love to chat with them, but they look really busy, which is good to see, right? We want to see all of our local companies doing well. We've got some more. This is called Jittery Wings Quilt Co. Looks like they've got some really beautiful modern piecing patterns. I like this little design wall they've got going with the rainbow. That's really cute. Okay, we'll keep walking along. So a lot of the booths we're seeing are just really, really interesting, unique, different fabrics, which is super fun. We've got some ladies here buying some fabric by the yard. I know I'm going to leave this show with 100 more projects that I want to complete. Okay. Nathan, is anyone in the comments saying there's anything they specifically want to see?
Courtney, you can just relay that everybody is enjoying what we've got going on so far. Just a lot of people being very impressed with colors and And one is the amount of people that are there too, and all of the vendors' booths.
This stuff is really good.
Perfect. Good to see. Yeah, we're loving it too. Again, I'm so excited to get to continue to see and have some time to go and shop myself, right? Ooh, this is fun. We've got some different thread here. I really like the quill back there. I don't know if you can see with all of the different thread spools. Oh, it's darling. I wonder if they made it based on the actual colors that they sell. Oh my gosh, if you look at the quilting, oh my gosh, I love that. It shows like thread designs. That is so cute. People are so creative. I love that. And this is the Aurifil booth. All right. I'm slowly making our way back to, of course, the Grace booth. My personal favorite, not that I'm biased. We'll keep plugging along. Oh, this is adorable. So this is, what's the name of this booth? This is called Threads and Ew. Did I say that right? It's lots of different yarns and, of course, those darling little sheep. How fun is that? Again, that's one thing I've really noticed about the show is just the incredibly unique fabrics. So I guess that's modern, right? Super fun. Keep walking. What was that? Yeah. Okay, we'll keep walking. And I have really bad sense of direction apparently, and I'm leading us astray. So we're gonna make our way back to the Grace booth. Sorry guys. Everyone laughs at me for my lack of directional skills, but now they're really on display. I apologize, everyone. So we'll get to see some more booths on the way, which is fun. Oh, we've got some really fun different books for different crafts and skills that you could possibly want. The Modish Quilter magazine. Oh, cute little gnomes. Oh, and right here looks like they've got a little class going on. There really is something for everyone, everywhere you go. And we'll kind of speed walk. Hopefully we don't make you sick on our walk.
While Janessa is walking, I'm going to go ahead and bring myself back on here really quick, and maybe I'll just share a couple things as we're moving back to the Grace booth. One thing that's really exciting for those that have joined us here on the road with Grace, thank you very much for joining us. We have several people that are here with us. We love your comments. Thanks for sharing your comments with us. I just want to reach out. Know that we will continue to do this at every live event. In fact, next week, we're going to be at 2 events. We're going to be in Hampton, Virginia at a Mancuso show, and then we're going to be an AQS show down in Daytona Beach, Florida as well. So we will be down at that Daytona Beach show, and we're going to actually be streaming too. We're going to be able to capture recorded video from the Hampton group, and then we're going to bring that in to the stream that we have at Daytona as well. So those that are joining us, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to continue. We're going to go back to Janessa, but I wanted to put that out there as she's kind of walking back through part of the show to head back over to the area where Grace is at. So again, if you have anybody else that's out there that's not hitting some of these shows, we're trying to, again, bring you a little bit of a glimpse. We're going to look briefly at some of the quilts. We'll talk with some of those vendors. We'll look at some of the things that we have from Grace Company, and that's something we're looking to do consistently throughout this year at every event we're at. So with that, we're going to go back to Janessa and share and see a little bit more about what she has as she continues to wander back to Grace Co.
All right, we're getting close. We're getting so close to our Grace booth. It was kind of fun yesterday as we were setting up. I got to see this is called the Quilters Clinic, and again, piecing and quilting packets, but some really cool like geometry style designs, which are really fun. And then, we are back to the Grace booth, which we're so excited about. Over here, we've got Mark, who's walking through, showing some lovely quilters. Our cutie frame, which obviously is always a crowd favorite. I want to come over here and talk to Carla, see how she's doing. Hi, Carla. Hi. Can we ask you guys a few questions as we're here at our Grace Company Live? Yes. Hi. Awesome. So let us know, make sure they can hear okay, but tell us, what do you guys think of QuiltCon so far?
It's amazing. This has been a long time coming. I'm so excited to be out of the house. My 11-year-old's at school. Yay!
Oh, we're so glad you're here too. Okay, so you guys are talking about the 15 and the cutie.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about
I
it.
was just showing her. We were showing the cutie off over here, and then I told her options, and I said, "Let's come over here and try the machine." And so she's just now tried the 15 Pro.
Oh, what
And
do you
she's-
think?
It's amazing. I actually just built a sewing studio, 10 by 16 tough shed. I have electricity. I have air conditioning.
she shed, like a sewing
I
she
do.
shed.
I
love
do. So, and I'm kind of like looking at expanding my options.
Good.
So,
well, this is a fantastic.
I've been
place to
fascinated. So I don't know. Now that I have my hands on it, I think I might be hooked.
start. Oh, it's dangerous, right?
It
In a
is
good way.
dangerous.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
dangerous.
And I love the lady who does my quilting, but I am doing much more now. And I really feel like it's just like the next logical step.
Absolutely.
So,
well,
but
price wise, and also just to be able to personalize and create your own from start to finish.
Exactly.
All of your own stitching.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference.
it's hard to
right?
let it go to somebody else and then it comes back and it's beautiful. It's like, oh, but I want to do it
It's
too.
not mine. Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
get that. Well,
exactly.
again, this is a great place to start, and I'll let Carla continue showing you all the
Thanks.
beautiful things on
Yeah.
Come
Bye,
It's
everybody.
awesome.
Yes, definitely. Thanks so much. Okay.
So
Maybe let's pop
Courtney,
over to
really
Lynn.
quick, make sure everybody knows how much everybody was saying hi to Carla for them there. Everybody was saying hi.
Yeah, sorry guys. Like I said, it's the second hour of the show, so it is really busy. So hopefully we can grab a few people away. Good to go? Oh. Hi, Lynn. So we are live. I was wondering if you could introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about TrueCut.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So
So,
who are you? Why are you here with Grace currently?
because I'm representing Sun Valley Quilts, which is the Arizona Grace dealer for TrueCut and all of the QuiltCon machines and quilting frames. And the TrueCut ruler system has the quick release, and you can cut along a track. And
Do you want to
it's
show us? Do you
awesome.
want to do a live demo for our viewers here?
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, then I guess I do.
Perfect. Okay, walk us through. Tell us a little bit about TrueCut and why the track and guide system is so great.
Okay, so the TrueCut Comfort Cutter this one's the 45. Your hand is going to wrap around here, and you're going to be more relaxed. You're not using the wrist, and you're not making this seesaw wavy motion. It's this way. We can bring the safety up. This one is set up with a center spindle that rides along the edge of the TrueCut rulers. So I can place this down on the ruler. I won't veer off to the left or right. I can go straight across and cut, and I don't have to torque my wrist or give extra pressure to it.
So if people have like wrist issues, arthritis, is this the cutter for
Carpal
them?
tunnel, absolutely. Or if you just want to be a better straight cutter because you tend to wobble a little bit.
So like me.
Okay. I won't judge your cutting,
No,
but this would
you
help
should.
you.
You should actually pre-TrueCut. You definitely should judge my cutting. It was rough. So I say it all the time when I'm on videos how much I love our TrueCut cutting system because it's safe, easy, it's accurate, and it really does.
Absolutely.
It's going to make your piecing, your whole quilting process so much easier because you're going to have so
The
much more
cutting is
accuracy.
the foundation to all of your piecing.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about the Grace Company is we've got you covered from start to finish, from the cutting to the quilting. We're here for you.
100%.
Awesome. Well, thank you so
Absolutely.
much. I'll let you continue to help
Thank
all of
you.
our lovely customers, and we're so glad you're
Okay,
here.
thanks. Bye.
Hey,
Really
let's see
quick,
if we can grab-
let's pause her for just a second. Let's stay there with Lynn. I just wanted to do a quick
we're
reach out.
coming
just
back. We're coming back to Lynn.
So everybody knows that with Lynn, if you're anywhere in Arizona, Lynn has done an amazing job at supporting Grace Company 100%. She is your go-to. So let's have Lynn really quick. Lynn, if people were to reach out to you, give us a phone number, give us a website. How do
How
people
do we find you?
there
Yeah,
in
how do we
Arizona
find
connect
your
with you in
dealership?
order to
So
get
I
there?
work at Sun Valley Quilts, which is in Sun City. So we are maybe 15 miles outside of Pheonix in the Northwest Valley. We are a quilt shop that's open 6 days a week, and we are a full service quilt shop from machine repairs and servicing to 400 bolts of fabric online and all of the Grace QuiltCon machines in store.
And then what would
Awesome.
be
And
the
can people come
website?
and do demos?
Absolutely. So our website is www.sunvalleyquilts.com. We have the frames, all of our products, and all of our fabrics listed online.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, again, we're so glad. This was the first day I got to meet Lynn, and you're just
Great.
a ball of
Thank you,
sunshine.
Courtney.
We're so glad you're here,
Well,
and
thank
you
you.
so much for your time.
Oh, we love Grace. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Are we good to head over? We'll go see if we can grab Mark. He's always busy chatting with all of our lovely quilters, but hopefully we can grab some of his time real quick. So we'll come on over here. So it looks like right now he's showing the Qunique 19 and our Q-Zone hoop frame.
Well, here in Arizona, I have 2 long arms. But
Awesome. And we've got our lovely panel that was designed by Courtney on our education team. People always love getting to test out and do demos on our machines with our lovely demo fabric. So I got to give her a little shout out. She's behind the camera right now. So thank you so much to her. We're so glad to have you.
Thanks, Courtney.
I don't want to interrupt Mark, but I'll tell you guys a little bit about some of our show pricing and stuff that we've got going on. So right now, if you're looking for the Qunique 19 and Q-Zone hoop frame at $7,220, and it looks like we can grab Mark. So we've got Mark here. Tell us a little bit. What do you think of QuiltCon so far?
Oh my gosh.
I'll give you the little
I
tiny
feel like
mic.
Bob Barker. What do we have for him? I'm just kidding, everybody. So QuiltCon, as you can see, you probably went around. It is so busy, so awesome. The product is going well. I just love talking to everybody because, I mean, they get excited. Like that person I was talking to had our 15, and she wants to go and do the 19.
Ready to upgrade.
Ready to upgrade.
Oh,
So if you're one of those customers, you're like, I have a 15. Do the 19. If you have the Continuum, you can do the 21. So it's just been awesome. I talking so much, smiling so much, I feel like I'm.
Your face hurts.
Yes.
No, I'm right there with you. Okay, so maybe walk us through. So since some of our quilters aren't here with us live, can you show me a little demo of the 19 and the Q-Zone, as if our quilters are here with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me take that
Yeah,
back.
do you want to staple it on? If that's easier?
Oh no, I like holding it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so as Janessa said, so this is our hoop style frame. We have our hoop and our hoop pro. This one is our hoop with our 19 on it. This has been so fun to talk about because quilters, they don't have the space. I want to do a king size quilt. I want to do a quilt that the Continuum 2 can do, or the king or the queen size, and they don't have a room for it. So now you can get the hoop style frame. It's only 4.5 feet, and you can do a king size quilt. So everybody here has been loving that you can not take up all the space in your room. You don't have to get the large quilt frame to do the large quilts. And how many of you have been taking your quilt to get quilted or have someone else do it, right? That's been pretty big. In fact, I've been hearing that a lot here at the show. If you're one of those customers, contact us right away. Go to your local dealer. But the hoop, Janessa with the 19, just a fantastic combo. Get the larger throw, stitch regulated machine.
That's
It's
one of
been
the things I
awesome.
notice the most whenever people are doing the demos. They're like, oh my gosh, it's so smooth. And they're always saying, wow, my stitches look so great. And that regulated precise really does make such a huge difference. And that's
Big
one
difference.
thing I say, if you are using the QD with the domestic, yes, it's amazing. It's a great kind of stepping stone. However, having that regulated precise either with, with our Sure Stitch Elite or with one of our machines, holy cow, it makes such a world of difference.
Big difference. I mean, you don't have to worry about how big your stitches are or how small. It's all regulated. So love the 19, love it on the hoop. You could also do it on the QD. I'm sure you went around, but you can do it on the QD frame. That's been.
Let's hop over here to the. Lots of people are saying hi, Mark.
Hi, everybody. Hi again. Yeah, so the QD, this is a perfect way to start your quilting. If you've been quilting with your machine and you're pushing the fabric through and you don't have the space, what's nice about the QD is it's non-dedicated. You don't have to have a room dedicated for the QD. You want to put it in your RV. You want to put it on a picnic table outside. You want to put it on your kitchen table. Whatever table you have, this will fit right on top of that frame or on that table. It's 4 feet. You can do king size quilts. And again, you see we have a Juki on here. We're not pairing it with the Juki, but this is showing you can do any domestic machine. You can put your own domestic machine on the QD. So fantastic. Start with a QD and you can upgrade to a larger machine. Start with your 9-inch, go to our 19-inch on the QD.
Yeah, which is, it's a really great kind of transition getting started. However, it is dangerous because I feel like people really quickly say, oh man, I need more quilting space,
Yes.
and they want to upgrade their machine.
Well, I
But
love talking to you guys. As you can see, we have tons of people. I'm going to love you and leave you and take care of these around here. So thanks again for joining. And QuiltCon's been awesome.
yes, it has. Thank you again,
Okay,
Mark.
yep.
Please, go and answer some questions
Okay.
for people. Perfect. So Nathan, I was wondering, do we want to hop in and maybe do some giveaways? What do you think?
So Janessa, that's a great question. I think the answer is, what do you want to do? I'm all about some giveaways. In fact, I'm checking through the notes. I'm not seeing a whole lot of other questions. They've really enjoyed the show. They enjoyed the vendors. They've loved seeing Carla. They love seeing Lynn, knowing that there's a local person. That's fun seeing Mark. So Janessa, I
Awesome.
think you
So,
can go
yeah,
ahead and do
I
a couple giveaways, and we can wrap this up.
Perfect. Okay, let's hop on over to our table over here. Ooh, do I get to pick what the giveaways are? This makes it even more fun, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I think it would be fun to maybe start out with, oh, look at our lovely finesse thread. We've got just an assortment. I think it would be kind of fun. So since this modern QuiltCon is all about color and variety and different pops, maybe we'll let people pick 4 colors of their choice. What do you think, Nathan? Does that
Sounds
work?
like a fantastic idea. Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So let's maybe in the comments to select our winners, say what color they would maybe want, what color they use the most, something like that, whatever their favorite thread color is, and then we'll pick the winner from that.
So have her pose that question one more time for everybody.
So yep, the question is, what color of thread are you using to quilt the most? What's your favorite color of thread, whether it's finesse or not?
And then really quick, Courtney, ask her how many giveaways of threads would she like to do?
Ooh, let's do 3. How about 3?
So tell her I'm taking a look. We got a lot. We're going to go ahead and choose our first winner. We got Vicki Edwards.
Yay, Vicki Edwards! Congratulations! And I think the best way to collect on their giveaway is to reach out to Melinda at graceframe.com. That's what we usually do in the past. So, Vicki, make sure to email Melinda at graceframe.com. I don't know, Nathan, if you're able to share that.
I will put that up on the screen. Yep,
on the
give me
screen.
just a minute.
Perfect.
There we are. Tell everybody, I'm going to pop in here really quick. Those that are joining us with some of these giveaways that we have, make sure to quickly grab this, Melinda at graceframe.com. We do have Vicki Edwards as our first winner. We're going to let her, and if you'll reach out, we'll contact you and let you choose 4 of your own selected finesse colors that you would like to do, and we'll send it to you. It's a 4-pack. That's just right around a $40 value. So, Janessa, we're going to choose another winner here. So we're going to go ahead and choose, since you said 3,
All right.
I am going to go pull another winner. So give me just a minute here. Here we go. We're going to pull this one. This is probably one of the most common ones, but it's white from a Vicki Lemaire. Vicki Lemaire.
Vicki Lemaire. We got lots of Vicki's today. I love it. Perfect. So go ahead and email Melinda with those 4 different thread colors that you would like.
Ask Janessa, does she have
and
a
look
favorite
at this
thread
lovely
color?
display.
Do you have a favorite color?
Do I have a favorite? Oh man. So one of the ones that I really liked that I did recently was this Merlot. It's kind of a beautiful maroon. I love that. I usually do a lot of solids, but the variegated's really beautiful to kind of give it that unique pop. So those are beautiful. I think I used, what did I use for my pumpkins? Oh, I did the grapefruit. I really like that one too. But you can't go wrong. They're all beautiful.
All right, I'm selecting our third
Another winner.
for.
Okay.
Yeah, so our third winner, she says Cream by Stephanie Rearick. Cream by
Yay,
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Congratulations.
And again, remember, for those that are with us right now, I'm going to ask that you
Awesome.
reach out again to Melinda at graceframe.com. I'm putting that up on the screen, so if you're with us, go ahead and make sure to jot that down. And then the question for Janessa is, what's our next giveaway?
Our next giveaway. Ooh, I think maybe let's do some TrueCut. Are we okay to do some TrueCut? We'll walk on over here to our TrueCut table.
But their cutters come with 2
So let's
All right,
pose this
so
question
what's our
to
giveaway
Janessa.
for TrueCut?
Janessa, do you have a favorite TrueCut item?
Oh, my favorite TrueCut item. I mean, just kind of going back to the basics. I love our My Comfort cutter with the tracking guide system, paired with I use our largest ruler, the 6.5 by 24.5 ruler. So I think maybe let's do that. Let's do that as our first giveaway. So we'll do the My Comfort cutter as well as the TrueCut ruler.
And then Janessa, if you're okay, let's pair that as what we call the quilters combo, which is the 45 millimeter My Comfort cutter, the large ruler, and a pack of True Grips to make that one. And let's
Yes,
go ahead
even
and give
better.
away a
Yeah,
couple
I
of
love
those.
that. Let's do that as our giveaway. Perfect. So Nathan, yeah, if you want to go ahead, and I'll let you pick. How many people do we want to win that giveaway? I'll let you decide.
Let's do another 3 winners for part of what this is.
3 people.
I'm just going to go
Perfect.
ahead and pull this one. Here we go. Marie Bard Curtis.
Yay, Marie! Congratulations.
And,
you are going to love this TrueCut quilters combo.
And
All right, and who is our next winner?
So hold on a minute. She was responding back to the light gray again. But Janessa, do you have those 3 items that we can put together so everybody can see those? So we're going to have Janessa show those for us really quick. There you go. That is the combo. That is what we're looking to give away. We're going to choose another one. We're going to choose Irene Olson.
Yay! Congratulations.
And then my question would be, as Janessa, what else would you like to give away?
Ooh, well, why don't we? Ooh, I've had a lot of questions today about our True Sharp. So Nathan, maybe you can give us tell me a little bit about this True Sharp and what makes it so great. Why would someone want to get one of these?
I can go on about this. So just really quick, everybody that sees this product, let's kind of do a quick zoom in on that for me, Courtney, so everybody can kind of see what that looks like. So this is the electric sharpener. So let's zoom in on that. So there we go. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. So this electric sharpener it plugs into the wall. People always ask us, number one is, does it really work? We actually put a big banner up that says, does it really work? And the answer we say is yes. And the reason we say yes to this is because we use an age-old process, which is honing, which is we have a diamond grit, actually a piece of steel with diamond particles on it that we spin that blade against, and it actually sharpens both sides of the blade. When we cut down with our circle cut, with our rotary cutters, it ends up with 2 different sides of that blade, and we want to sharpen those both to bring those back to a nice, or as close to that factory edge as we can get. So the kit you can see there with Janessa that we'll give away, we'll go ahead and give away 2 of these. It's a $90 value. They do come with everything. It does work with a 28, a 45, and a 60 millimeter blade. You put them in there, you're going to spin that for about 30 seconds aside, again with it plugged into the wall, and that will help rejuvenate your blades and bringing them back to life. So coming back to this, I want to have Janessa now share with us, does she have a question that we can pose to the audience to get some more participants? And again, part of this is more for comments, but we'll choose 2 winners from this right now.
Okay, so my question is, how many blades do you have that need to be sharpened? Or about how many? Just an estimate, I guess.
That is a great question. So her question was, how many blades do you have at home? If you're a collector of dulled blades, would you need to sharpen? Good question, Janessa. We're going to let those kind of filter through. Janessa, why don't you just share a couple other details about Grace Company, maybe some things that you have going on with with education, Tuesdays with Grace, and kind of share with that as I'm looking through.
Oh, a little bit about the Grace Company and everything that's happening in education. Oh, I mean, I could talk about education all day long, obviously. I'm in the education department. Our team is growing exponentially. We've been working a ton on just creating resources to help people getting started with our products. And also, and more than that, how can they get more familiar and really use all of the different capabilities within that. So we have Tuesdays with Grace. It's happening every Tuesday. With all of our Tuesdays with Grace, we also have a downloadable pattern that Carla has created for you to use. And again, we have a ton of products, so we're always trying to do different things to show you the different skills and things that you can learn within those.
I will go ahead and bring up our 2 winners that we'll do for our electric rotary blade sharpener. First one we're going to choose will be a Christiane Dorser.
Yay, congratulations. You get the True Sharp 2. You are going to absolutely love this.
So be patient, everybody. I'm just taking a couple notes. And then again, what I will do is I will put up Melinda's email address really quick. So you'll need to reach out to Melinda at graceframe.com. I'll put that back up. Here's what I would say. So look at that. So make sure to write this down. And I will choose one more winner from here. And we're going to be choosing... let's see what we have here. Okay, here we go. Last winner will be a Michelle Ownbay.
Yay, congratulations, Michelle. And be sure to reach out to Melinda at graceframe.com to claim your prize.
All right. With that, Janessa, thank you very much. I'll let you kind of go ahead and conclude this for us. Everybody, thanks from my side back here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And Janessa, why don't you go ahead and let us know if there are any other things we should be looking at there from QuiltCon in Arizona.
Awesome. Yeah, just stay tuned. We're going to continue to post things on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, of things that are happening here at QuiltCon. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. If you're in the area, come make sure and say hi. Stop by the Grace booth. We would love, love, love to see you. And again, yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to stay tune in next week at the same time, where Nathan, I think you will be leading our next Grace on the Road. So maybe you can tell them a little bit about that. But yeah, again, thank you so much for joining us, for your time. And yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and Janessa, we're going to let you go. It looks like I know there's a lot of people there that are needing help. I'll go ahead, tell them a little bit about tomorrow, and we'll sign off. So thank you, Janessa. I'll go ahead and kind of wrap up. Thanks for your help. Thanks for being there. Thank you, Courtney. Courtney's there behind the scenes. She works with our education team as well. We appreciate the two of you. I'll go ahead and just kind of conclude again. Please, we appreciate you joining us again. Thanks for being with us as we've been able to walk through QuiltCon. This is the first time that I've not been at the show to see part of this, so it's really fun to see. We'd love to have your comments. Know that you can always send us any information. If you're on the platform itself, so if you're on the Road to California platform, if not, you can go to graceframe.com. Again, that's www.graceframe.com. If you log on, you'll see right at the very top, you can click to register. We will give you reminders and updates, and you can see what is up and coming. Not only that, but if you're on that platform, you'll see we actually have our Spring Fling, which is coming back. Again, that's 5 days streaming, over 6 hours a day of streaming content that we're putting together that will be here in the first week of April. You know that we do a lot of giveaways at that thing as well. Again, I want to reach out to everybody who's with us. Know that you can contact and get with your local dealers. We encourage you to do so as well. And for that, we would love to see you again here next week, as we're going to be bringing you 2 different events live while we're there. We're going to capture one there from Hampton. I'll be down in Daytona. I'm hoping the weather's going to be great down there. I'm excited about that. If you're a quilter in the area, we would love to have you come out to those shows as well. So with that, thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing and meeting and connecting with you again on weeks to come with others on the road with Grace. So thank you for joining us. We're excited to have you here. See you shortly.